Welcome once again. A very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome once again to our new episode on Denktijd. My name is Derrick, and today I would like to encourage you with some few Bible verses, so please kindly bear with me. The Bible verses that I have with me today, we can find it out of the book of James, chapter 1, verses 2 to 4, and it goes as follows. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Yes, amen. Did you know some of the greatest ideas that we have in our midst were produced in times of crisis? Yes. Think about antibiotics. Think about electrical light. Think about paper currency, and the list goes on. All these great things were produced in times like these, like the times that we are in right now. I mean, we are all aware of what's been going on lately for the past 3-4 months. We are all aware on what kind of impact Corona has on our lives, what kind of impact this virus, has on our churches, on our environment, even on our faith. And that's what I would like to encourage you about this morning. And I'm going to be honest with you here. For most of us, in these times, our faith is really being tested. For most of us, in these times, our faith is really being tested. For me personally, my faith is being tested. But the real question that we have to ask ourselves is really not the testing part. The real question that we have to ask ourselves, I believe, is what is your faith producing in these times? Is it laziness? Is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it impatience? I believe only you can answer this question for yourself. But whatever the answer might be, I want to tell you I have a good news for you. I have a great news for you. And that is that we serve a God who is outside of time. And that is that we serve a God, who is merciful, who is faithful. And that is that we serve a God who is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, all that we can think or ask for. And I believe that it's God's desire that we can also be fruitful, also in these times of lockdown. I believe that it's God's desire, for us to be fruitful and produce also in these times of lockdown. Why? Because God is not in a lockdown. We may be in a lockdown, but God's faithfulness is definitely not in a lockdown. God's blessings are not in a lockdown. And that's the hope that we can build on the coming times. That's the hope that we can stand on and put our faith on for the coming months. Because we are all unaware. We are all not really 100% sure of what's going to happen. But what we can depend on and what we know is that God is still the same. God is not bounded by seasons. We may be in a bad season, but God, is still able to use us. And that's what I want to encourage you. Thank you very much.